welcome back to another video. This is a figure fix-up episode number 3. I just did another eBay haul unboxing video. So in this video, a lot of cool stuff happening. Let's get into it. So first, we have the Batista. We're going to put these red knee pads on Batista. I think it might look better, and it's going to start a chain reaction because we're going to put the knee pads that were on Batista on Goldberg to make them more accurate. Or maybe not. Why is Goldberg even here? Yeah, Goldberg shouldn't even be here. We're not using Goldberg at all. We're putting the red knee pads on Batista. Then these black knee pads go on Ryback, and then these thick black knee pads go on Jericho. So it's like a domino effect. Because this Jericho, as you see, has no knee pads. These figures out of the way. So next we have this Undertaker and this Undertaker. I got this Undertaker from my haul video on eBay. We're going to be putting this Ministry of Darkness Undertaker head on this this like custom fix-up, really crappy Undertaker. So let's get into it. Let's do these two first. Before we get into it, I have my of course we have the Sunbeam hairdryer here. God tier hairdryer, by the way. We also have my pliers if anything goes wrong. Don't think anything's going to go wrong. Like I said in my last video, it's always good to have insurance. So, let's get into it. Alright, so we got this done. Let's get into it. Okay, we got that head off. Oh geez, that's nowhere near. That is nowhere near done. Oh wow. So we're going to have to heat this one up more. It's a good thing we got this head off because that's the one that's important. So let's heat this up more. Okay, so let's try again. I have just a sock here just so I don't burn myself. Alright, so we got this head off of the Undertaker. That is flaming hot, by the way. So let's put this Undertaker head on this body. That sits way too high. That sits way too high on there. Oh wow, that's just... I'm gonna have to Dremel that out or something because it sits way too high on that head. That is unfortunate. We're gonna just go ahead and put it on anyway. So I ended up just leaving the head on. Doesn't bother me that much now that I'm really looking at it, so maybe in the future I might put it down, but just for now, I think I'm going to keep it on because I like it more than this terrible head scan right here. So let's get on to the next figures, also known as the main event. Alright, so we're going to be warming up this Batista legs right here. So let's get into that. Alright. We got one. There's two.
Alright, we got one knee pad off right there.
Alrighty. So we got both the knee pads off, now let's slide the new ones on. Okay, I'm actually going to heat up the knee pads real quick. I can't get these knee pads on. These knee pads suck, by the way. These red knee pads are terrible. I've tried to get them on 4 different figures and they won't go on. Alright, we're just gonna put these back on. Alright, so we're not doing these knee pads because, well, they're terrible and they're cursed, so we're just gonna put these boots back on. Alright, so if anything, I just ruined my Batista figure more than it already has because I put a dent in it right there. Trying to fiddle with it, you can't see it, but it's there and it's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. Let's see if we can get this done. Maybe this will go well. Alright. 1, 2. 1. 2. Those were hot. Alright, we got one knee pad off of Ryback. Okay, there's 2 knee pads. Let's hurry up and get these on. Okay, we got one on there. Not out of the woods yet, though. Alright. It's 1 and 2 knee pads on the Jericho. Now let's heat these up and get the boots back on. Alright, so the Jericho's all put together. This is probably the best figure out of the bunch, and we'll look at that towards the end, I guess. We gotta get these Ryback boots back on. We got 1, and there's 2. This figure, pretty terrible looking. I'm not a huge fan of the no knee pads look. Even with figures that have no knee pads, I always put knee pads on them. Like Big E, there's knee pads on my Big E because it bothers me so much. So yeah, I just don't like it when figures are knee padless. It makes me want to put knee pads on. So let's get over to the display area and we'll see what we did today. So we're back over here. The first figure we did, we have the Undertaker figure right here, the Undertaker Elite. It doesn't bother me as much as maybe it should, because if we look at Triple H and the Undertaker, they're vastly different. I mean, he's way taller than Triple H, and I know he's like that in real life, but he's like super tall here because of that head scan. So it makes him look more scary, so that has that going for him. It's a little too much, I'd probably have to put a knee pad, or not knee pad, an arm pad or something right there, because it's kind of bothering me how the gloves just kind of, I mean, they don't look complete. So we have the first Undertaker figure. We have the second figure right here, the Chris Jericho figure. Gotta say, this figure looks pretty great. It has like kind of the Matrix look. I call it DX in the eBay haul. I don't know why I did. I should have said Matrix, because this is totally Matrixy. So if I get a better head scan, then this will probably be one of the best figures that I've ever fixed up. It was all beat up. You can kind of see it's still kind of beat up right there. But I got most of the stuff off with acetone and nail polish. So if I get a head scan like the one I have on my Revolution figure, oh geez, that's really dark. There we go. That one, that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite Chris Jericho head scans, or the Defining Moments one. So if I get either of those head scans and put them on that figure, that would make my day. Really great figure. Third, we have the Dave Batista, which I didn't do anything to besides ruin there's like a mark right here forever now. So that was a bust. I really thought he was gonna look really good with these red knee pads, or so I thought. But I guess he still looks fine right now. We also have this Ryback figure with no knee pads, which looks like terribleness. Pretty much awful. I only have this Ryback figure for the arms, just in case I get that red Elite that has the really bad arms, in my opinion. I'll put up a picture right now. So wouldn't that Ryback look like 10 times better if it had these arms and gloves? So that's the only reason I'm keeping this Ryback. Next we have just the headless Undertaker. Don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm probably gonna throw it in the sale bin. So That does it for my Figure Fix Up episode number 3. This was probably the crappiest figure fix up I've done yet, but sorry about that. Like I said, go follow my Instagram at Sinister Figures. Go watch my eBay haul video if you want to see all these figures get unboxed and reviewed. There's some in here that I didn't mention. So, yep, that does it for Figure Fix Up episode number 3. Thanks for watching. I forgot to say, this is just a kind of a post-video notice. I might do a collection video this week, so you might see everyone who's in the back, or, I don't know, just, I really hate taking them all down and putting them all back up again. It's one of my least favorite things in the world to do. So, I have to really be dedicated to do a figure collection. Also, just a quick whatever, I found a chain. I made it into a necklace for Tarver because I thought that was kind of his character, to have that, so pretty neat. So, like I said, collection video might be coming soon, but don't hold me to my word. So that was Figure Fix Up episode number 3. Thanks for watching.